Welcome Seekers, you have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel. My name is Ricky and today I bring you another pick a card tarot reading. Now this is a weekly reading. This is a weekly reading essentially for what is next. What is coming next for this week. It doesn't have to be for any specific week. This is a timeless weekly reading. So you can apply for any week you like. And before we get started, I do want to remind you Seekers that this is a reading that I do every single week for my Patreons. So if you are interested in seeing a reading like this every single Saturday uploaded for the upcoming week, predictions, guidance, then go ahead and join me on Patreon so that you can unlock these readings every single week. I'm bringing it to you this week completely for free. So I hope that you enjoy it. Let's go ahead and get started. So in front of you, you have 3 doors. We have door number 1. Okay, that's a beautiful door. We have door number 2. Another beautiful door. And door number 3. Beautiful baby blue door. All right, so take a moment to select the door that you want to walk through, the door that calls to you the most, the door that just speaks to you the most. I'm going to give you a moment for you to make your selections. The timestamps are going to be in the description below. Welcome group number 1 to your weekly pick a card tarot reading. This is a timeless reading, so you can apply it to any week you like. Now you picked a beautiful door, by the way. Beautiful door. Also don't forget to subscribe to the channel Seekers if you haven't already. Give this video a like when you can. Let's take a look at this door. My goodness. By the way, you got 2 of these oracle cards, so that's interesting. I'm interested for you, group number 1, because that is very special. I didn't even realize that. So that's a beautiful door, and the message behind this door is trust the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing's not yours, but the universe at play. Oh, wow. Interesting. All right, so you've got 2 cards. I did not expect this. All right, this is awesome. Now this is from the High Priestess Oracle deck. Let me show you the box. The Priestess of Light Oracle deck. Let's go ahead and take a look. We'll reveal the first one. Hostilities, conflict, and unrest. Wow. And then the second one is Portal, infinite mind, awakening consciousness. Okay, wow. This is very interesting. Very, very interesting. And the reason why it's interesting is because with these 3 oracle cards, what I am seeing is that some of you have been somewhat betrayed, some of you have been lied to, or at least, some of you feel this way. And it's almost like if now that you're coming into this week, you want to know if things are going to get better. You want to know if things are going to subside. And, this is essentially foretelling of things coming to a conclusion to the point that there's going to be something new that comes out of this situation. So whatever problem that you were facing, whatever situation that you're going through, there was a reason why this was going on. And it almost feels like for this week, there's going to be a resolution. This is the week where you find out why that thing that happened had to happen. So that information is going to be revealed to you this week, right? So, I see that you've been getting a lot of, you've been feeling very, conflicted, right? You've been feeling a bit upset and you've had those hostilities and it's like, now what do I do? The only thing left to do is recreate yourself. Seek the positives in that thing. And so this is the week where you find out what those positives are, how this thing can benefit you. Interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some tarot. We're going to go ahead and throw the Illuminati Tarot. Or is this the Illuminati Tarot? I forget the name. Yes, I remember. Yeah, it is the Illuminati Tarot. by Kim Huggins. And let's go ahead and see what this week is going to bring for you seekers. So I'm shuffling. Spirit, what is coming this week for group number 1? Help us here. My goodness. All right. So, my. So group number 1, you know, there's definitely this energy of just conflict going on for this week. Interestingly enough, it's like you've been hurt by someone, that much is evident. And you're trying to find the reason why, you're trying to find an explanation, you're trying to find a reason, you know, and it's like you feel bound, you feel upset, you feel hurt, you feel like, you know, you feel like this 8 of Swords here, right? Like this woman that's bound doesn't understand, she doesn't know, she doesn't see what's going on. Why have things changed? Are things going to get any better, right? You know, and then, so why is this person so unloving? You've got the Lover's card reversed, right? Why has love left me? Why is it not available to me? Why has this person turned so cold all of a sudden? And then we further have that relationship problems here with this 2 of Cups. It's like, why is this going on right now, right? Like, why is this person so turned off? Why are they so indifferent? And so, you know, I feel like this week you might get a little more of that. All right. The good news is that you're going to find out why this week. You're going to gain some insight and information as to why this person has done this to you, why they're doing this to you. So this is, you know, obviously take what resonates, right? But it feels like for a lot of the people that pick this group, it's really in your mind. Why has this happened? Why has this person betrayed me? Now, it could have been a past relationship. It could have been someone from your past, right? And it doesn't have to be romantic, even though we've got the Lover's card, we've got the 2 of Cups. So there's a strong connection here romantically that didn't develop, didn't reach that level. Maybe it did for you, but not for them. So it's strange, right? There's an energy here of like, what in the world is happening? And so let's see what the oracle cards can help us. So the fact that we've got so many love messages here and relationships, we're going to have to throw a Lover's oracle just to gain a little insight into this. What do you have to tell us, Spirit, for group number 1? We need your help. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Oof. My goodness. So there's forgiveness going on here, group number 1. There is some forgiveness going on here. There is an embrace. There is an acknowledgement. There is a knowing. There is just reconciliation, possibly. And then there's this energy here of not understanding, but at the same time, you know, wanting to understand it and wanting to reach a resolution to the point where it actually happens. Let's throw another Lover's oracle. Let's see if we can get a little more information. What is going on here? Group number 1. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Wow. My goodness. So, you know, there is definitely 100% for a lot of you, this disconnection from a person that you care about, right? You care about this person. They care about you. There was conflict. But I feel like there's going to be resolution for the week. You know, I really do feel this, because it's like, you know, you've got this energy here of, yes, you know, feeling bound, feeling trapped, feeling left out in the cold. But at the same time, you've got this portal here, right? You've got this trust the universe here. You've got this infinite mind awakening consciousness. Now you have some embrace, right? Through each other, you will find the missing pieces. And then you're being asked to look deep within your heart. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So it's like there's this almost Romeo and Juliet kind of story, right? Maybe there's some hostilities going on when it comes to family and friends, and we don't want you to be together, or that's for some of you, but for others it's a little different. It's just more, it's more adult. It's like we're meant to be together, but I don't know, there's something going on, or I don't trust you, or you did this that was wrong, or there's this information that I know about you that I just can't forgive. And so it's like, this is the week where you overcome this, or at the very least you take steps forward to overcome this, right? This conflict, this thing that has got you both just so in the dark, right? Because you don't want to be here. You want something different. You want to feel happy. You want to embrace. That's what you both want. You want to embrace each other. You want things to change. You want for this love to reignite, but it's just not happening. This is the week where you gain information. At the very least, you gain steps forward. You move in the right direction. You gain a little more information, and really, deeply understand this. This person really truly cares about you, right? My love for you is as deep as the ocean. But, with this conflict here, it's very difficult, right, to find a way out of it. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some little mini cards. I'm going to throw a Force Fae mini, and let's see what the Force Fae have to share with us. All right, so the first Force Fae says, take control of your quest. Choose your companions wisely. Wow. All right, so take control of your quest. Choose your companions wisely. This, for some of you, this is talking about friends, right? It doesn't have to be romantically, even though for a huge percentage of the people that chose this group, this is romantic in nature. It doesn't have to be. It can be about relationships. It can be about people that have essentially betrayed you, or you feel betrayed by. But at the same time, there's, this energy of reconciliation. But you're being asked to be careful with who you keep in your company. So if there's someone that's talking negatively about this person to you, if there's someone who is potentially throwing dirt on this person, really ask yourself why. What's going on? Like, what's in it for them? Do they want to see you single? Do they really want you to get back with this person? What is the ulterior motive? Why are they so invested in making sure that you don't reconnect with this person again? It's like, what is in it for them? Always ask yourself that question. What is in it for them? And believe it or not, sometimes we feel so insignificant that we don't think that people are actively trying to, find a way to ruin our happiness, or to mold us, or to shape us, or to manipulate us into making a decision. But yes, we are important, and yes, we are truly phenomenal. And yes, people are manipulative, and they want a certain outcome for us. So ask yourself that question, right? Take control of your quest. Choose your companions wisely. All right, so the second card. Ooh, we've got the silent one. Watch the shifting shadows and be a caretaker of silence. So, not only do we have this journey of be careful who you keep in your company, but now you're asked to be quiet about it. You're being asked to not share so much information. I think that sometimes we have this tendency to want to just share everything with everyone because we think that people are going to give us good advice, and sometimes they do. But ultimately, the best course of action, the best direction forward is inside of you. It's your internal compass that leads you towards the right place. And sometimes people, that we choose to keep around for advice, and what do you think of this? What do you think of that? Should I do this? What do you think? What's your thought? Sometimes that's just noise, right? Just noise. No one really knows. And the worst part is these people that try and give you advice, they want to seem like they know everything, right? The people that give the best advice, they sometimes seem like they know what they're talking about, as if they've been through these things, but they unfortunately they haven't, right? They haven't experienced it, and if they have, then it's not the same as you. You're living your own life, so only you can make the right decisions for yourself. And make sure that you're doing that for this week, right? Make sure that you're doing that for this week. So let's see what your Moon Magic Oracle is. I'm gonna throw a little Moon Magic card. Let's take a look. And we have here, gather more wisdom each day. That is your positive affirmation for this week. Gather more wisdom each day. So it's almost like a task, right? It's almost like a spirit is telling you it's up to you to gather a little more wisdom, more understanding for the day. It's up to you to do this, to go through this process, right? So I gather more wisdom each day. And so it's almost like if, when you say this, you're attracting this, right? And as I've already told you, this is the week where you find out what's going on. This is the week where something is revealed to you. This is the week when you see clearly, right? And this is the week where you gather the information that you need. You gather more wisdom each day. So repeat that every single day. Bring that energy into your space. Remember, be silent. Careful who you keep in your company for this week. A portal is opening up for you. There's information that's going to come through. All right, so thank you, group number 1, for watching. Love you, seekers. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like for me. Like. Thank you. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2, to today's weekly Pick a Card Tarot reading. Obviously, this is a timeless weekly reading, so you can use it for any week you like. And it is an example of what I give my Patreon. So this is the type of video that I upload every single Saturday for my Patreons. So if you are interested in this, keep in mind, sign up to my Patreon. The link is down below. And subscribe to the channel. Thank you, seekers. All right, so you picked a beautiful door. This is a sunset, and it is truly glorious. So let's go ahead and see what's behind this sunset. Sunset, time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. Oof, I like that for the week. All right, now here is a card from the Priestess of Light Oracle. This is the box. Right, Priestess of Light Oracle. Let's see what message the Priestess of Light has for you. Bright heart light. Open connections. Wow. I like this. So this is your theme for the week. Open connections. Bright heart light. We've got here sunset. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sunlight burns. So immediately looking at these two cards, these two oracle cards, I'm getting this strong sense here of new relationships. And also for others, it's not even new relationships, but it's a reconciliation, right? It's like old friendships coming, possibly old relationships. Don't have to be friendships. It could possibly even be romantic, but honestly, I feel like this is a connection, right? So it's really friendship based. And these connections are very important. This is almost like a connection that's going to help you. This is a connection with a very beautiful soul, a very beautiful, I would say, earth angel, right? Someone who's very in tune with this earth, and just they're here to do good. And you are going to essentially come into their existence, into their path, and now they're going to do good for you. So this is a beautiful connection here, and you are being in some ways asked to be open to this. So interesting. Let's go ahead and throw some tarot. This is from Kim Huggins. Okay, I'm going to use this new tarot deck. It's called the Illuminati Tarot deck, and it is truly phenomenal, the artwork. So we're going to go ahead and use it, and we're just going to ask a simple question. What's coming for you, seekers, for this week? What's coming? What is coming? What is coming for this week? All right. So this is very interesting. Very interesting. So you have got here essentially the Chariot. You've got the Fool reverse as well. This is a weird combination, but definitely a strong one. And what I feel when I look at these two major arcanas is that the week is going to bring you success. But it's not going to be anything new. It's almost like this success is something that you've been working on. This is like a project that you've been working on, in your work, in your job, maybe even potentially, relationship-wise, right? We have this connection. So there is success, right? So the Chariot talks about that. The Chariot is essentially the card of reaching heights of glory, moving forward, understanding that in order for you to be victorious, you have to take action. This is the Chariot that takes that action, finds that glory, finds that success, finds that greatness, comes back to his people, and essentially just opens his arms in full victory, and it's praised by his people, right? That's the victory that the Chariot Major Arcana is offering you. Now the fact that we've got that Chariot and we have the Eight of Pentacles right underneath it talks about success in the material sense, right? So here we have a worker, a craftsman. We have someone who's essentially putting in the effort, putting in the work necessary to be successful. And we have essentially with the Chariot the continuation of this work, and essentially possibly the completion of this work. So maybe potentially you're working on something, right? You're trying to reach some kind of success, or you're trying to reach some kind of promotion, or you're trying to reach something that has to do in the material sense. And so maybe potentially you have a goal to save a certain amount. Maybe you've invested your money somewhere, and all of a sudden this is the week where blam, your investment pays off, and you're like, yes, right? I knew it all along, right? I worked so hard for this. And so the reason why I keep focusing on that is because we have another card that further supports these two cards, and that's the Five of Pentacles. And so, with the Five of Pentacles reversed, it talks to us about charity. It's about receiving something financial from someone or something, or an organization or a governmental body or some kind of power structure. This is a transfer of wealth, right? The fact that this card is reversed, it's a transfer of wealth, right? So you have here essentially, people who are going through some very bad times, right? Like they've been left out in the cold. Potentially at some point they were living in that beautiful house, but now they're walking outside in the cold. They've been evicted from that home possibly, and there's no light in sight, and they know this, right? But the fact that it's reversed, it's like you've been thrown a lifeline, boom, and now that lifeline is what's going to sustain you and move you forward. So I'm getting a strong sense of just investments paying off, transfer of wealth somehow. Maybe potentially this is the week where you meet a goal, you win a prize. Something is definitely coming, right? But it's more than just winning a prize, because you put in the work, you've done the right things, you've positioned yourself, you've aligned yourself for this financial blessing to come to you. So you've worked. Obviously we see it here with this craftsman, right? So interesting. Now in group number 2, this is a very wonderful week for you, I gotta say. This is a very beautiful week for you. I don't know if maybe this connection that's coming is the connection that's essentially going to offer you this. I don't know if maybe the fact that you reach this successful energy, this energy of wanting to move forward and do more and be more, if that's what's going to bring this connection to you guys. But man, I gotta say, you have definitely also been through a little bit of pain. You're coming from this energy of unfortunately sorrow, for some of you. You felt like maybe this wasn't going to happen. You felt maybe nihilistic. You felt unappreciated. I think that some of you have felt like you were never going to be able to reach anything. And the reason why I say that is because you've got the Fool reversed, and now you've got this Sunset, right? Which is old cords of pain fade, right? As the sunlight burns. So that poetic message is talking about someone who's gone through a little bit of pain, but now when this week essentially is reaching the end of it, and now that you're reaching the end of it, it's almost like energetically you're attracting these things, right? And or potentially, the fact that you are going to attract these things will bring that pain to an end, right? And you kind of gain a new inspiration. You gain a new insight. You gain a new revelation. It's like you've definitely wanted this. You've wanted to gain this, and it's been very, very long, right? It's like this is it. This is it right here. So this could be talking about a new job opportunity for some of you. So if you're looking for a job, if you've been applying, if you're in the market for a job, this is possibly the week where you gain that, right? Because everything is talking about that, right? Open connections, right? reaching the end of a painful experience. Five of Pentacles, receiving something charitable, almost given to you. Work-related, Eight of Pentacles, working hard but also diligently, obtaining financial glory. You know, with the Chariot, obtaining success. So, you know, this is a new thing. This is a new opportunity, but at the same time, and this is what really irks me here. At the same time, with the Fool reversed, we have this energy of it not being new, right? So something about this new energy is not new, which is odd to me. So it's almost like, you know, for some of you, if you've been applying to a job, potentially you're going to get one that feels in some ways familiar. For others, you know, this connection is not a new connection, it's an old connection, you know. So there's definitely some of that going on for this week. All right. Let's go ahead and throw some oracle cards. We're going to go ahead and throw, you know what, now that we're talking about love, we're going to throw a lover's oracle. We have to. We have to. So, let's go ahead and shuffle. And we've got here your lover's oracle for the week. Friendship. Okay. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Wow. Okay, you see, ask and you shall receive, right? We asked, I asked, and we received. So now we've got a little bit of information here, right? That why do we have the Fool, which is very almost conflicted to this charitable new connection, right? And now we've got here friendships, right? Nurture bonds of friendship so that you can essentially dramatically improve your love life. So it's like, you know, it's like give and take, right? Make sure that you're taking care of the people around you that you should be taking care of. You know, there's definitely an energy of those people potentially helping you energetically to find your love. Maybe you'll find your love through them. There's definitely some of that going on here, which is really interesting, I think. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some more oracles. Let's go ahead and throw, let me see. Yeah, we're going to throw a self-love oracle. Let's see what we get here. All right, self-love oracle. Practice patience for this week. Look at that. So you've got the practice patience card. Conditions outside us sometimes determine the best time to move forward. Wait and work on something else until these conditions change, right? So practice patience. All right. So that is self-explanatory. You know, you're being asked to practice a little patience, be diligent. Make sure that the conditions are right. Don't take any kind of hasty action. You know, I think that maybe some of you are listening to this reading and now you've got this idea. It's like, I'm going to say this to this person. I'm going to say that. I'm going to go ahead and take action. I'm going to do this. But you are being asked to be patient, right? To sit back and almost wait for the opportunity to open itself. You know, it's like it's an energy of just allowing things to unfurl around you, right? So, interesting. Let's go ahead and throw another oracle. Let's see. I am trying to decide. We're going to go ahead and throw an oracle from the Fairy Temple. Now, this is actually one of the newer decks. Fairy Temple Oracle. So let's just throw one card. And here we are. Alright, so cycles, infusions, phases, moon magic. Look at this. I like this. So there's definitely a new phase that's going to be presenting itself to you. You know, again, we saw it, right? We see it with the Eight of Pentacles. We see it with the Chariot. There's definitely an energy of newness. Something new is coming for you guys, right? Whatever you've been, and the thing is that you've been working towards this. This isn't going to be very unexpected for a lot of you. For some of you, for a small minority of you, it is going to be somewhat unexpected with the Five of Pentacles receiving that charity, receiving that thing that you didn't expect. But for a lot of you, you've been working towards this. So this is just an infusion of it actually happening, right? This is just the natural progression of events for you and reaching a conclusion and reaching the ultimate ending of all that work that you've put into this thing, into this endeavor. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some mini cards. Let's throw some mini cards. We're going to start with the Forest Fae minis. Let's see. We've got here the Spell Singer. Cast spells of wonder and delight. Wow. Interesting. So I don't know how many witches pick this group. If you are a witch and you cast spells, you are being asked to do that thing. You are being asked to connect with nature in that way. You're being asked to go through that ritualistic process. The Spell Singer. So the forest phase are asking you to connect with essentially the elementals. They're asking you to potentially do some work, right? So for all my beautiful, beautiful witches out there, bless you. You're being asked to cast those spells. All right, so let's go ahead and throw another one. Let's go ahead and throw another Forest Fae card. Why not? Why not? Let's go ahead and take a look. Lady of the Lost. Ooh, interesting. Give to others. Treasure life and all its magic. Okay, that's interesting. So the fact that you are being told to give to others really aligns perfectly with the Five of Pentacles. So, for some of you that are actually going to be receiving something, unexpected, or again, not unexpected, but, the culmination of this work, maybe potentially give a little bit towards someone else, it doesn't have to be financial in nature. It can just be your time. Your time is the greatest resource. That's the best thing that you can give to people, so this is possibly giving your time, lending your time to a friend, coming and actually asking them, hey, are you all right? Do you want to go ahead and hang out and do this and do that, and actually listen to them, actually care about them, care about their needs, listen to what they have to say. Don't put yourself first always, right? Be in some ways sacrificial, which means listening to what they have to tell you, listening to essentially, the pauses, listening to the silent brushing off of things, listening to their stories and really trying to see where you can lend a hand, right? Get out of your head and just try and help this person. And that's the best way to build these friendships, right? That's the best way to build that solid friendship. You have to do it from the heart. You have to be genuine with these people. And I feel like there's magic there, to be quite honest with you. I think that for some of you, that's the ultimate magic, right? To cast spells of wonder and delight, and now give to others, right? And it's all magic. Well, I think that you're getting a little bit of a message there, right? I think that some of you maybe you've cast some spells, maybe you've done a few things, maybe there's an expectation of things to unfurl the way that you want them to, but you've yet to treat people in a certain way. Right? So you have to try and bring that energy into the world. You have to show that side of you, right? In order for you to be able to kind of attract this positive energy into your life and into your space. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw just one more. The Moon Magic. Let's see what the Moon Magic has to provide us with. Moon Magic. All right, look at that. You've got, I explore my wildness and dance in pleasure. Oof, I like that. I explore my wildness and I dance in pleasure. That is your positive affirmation for the week. So every time you wake up, that's what you're going to tell yourself for this week, right? I explore my wildness and I dance in pleasure. Boom. That's beautiful. So, group number 2, thank you for watching. I love you. Thank you. Don't forget to give this video a like. Also, subscribe for more uploads like this one. Sign up for my Patreon. I am offering private readings at this time. If you're interested in a private reading, the link is down below. Thank you. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3, to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot reading. Now, this is a timeless pick a card. So you can apply this to any week you like. Before we get started, I do want to remind you to subscribe to the channel, Seekers, if you haven't already. Give this video a like as well. And support me on Patreon. Sign up for Patreon to unlock exclusive benefits. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. You picked a beautiful door. I mean, a beautiful, beautiful baby blue door. Let's see the message behind it. The Odyssey. Taking the beauty of country lands and botany. Explore the wonder like a gypsy traveler's odyssey. All right, I like that. All right, so this card is from the High Priestess, the Priestess of Light Oracle. Let's go ahead and see what message the Priestess has for you. Divine Masculine, Electric, Active Power. Oof, I like this. I like that. All right, so, this is beautiful. What I see with these two cards is adventure, okay? This is adventure. This is stepping out and stopping this energy of mundane, activity. This is the energy of going out and actually having fun. Being electric. Tuning into that electric energy around you. Being active, actively going out and doing something, exploring, right? We have here a message of the Odyssey. Explore the wonders, right? Explore the wonders like a gypsy traveler's odyssey. Take in the beauty of the country lands. So there's an energy of maybe potentially, taking a little break, having as much fun as you can for the week. This is something that is very needed. The fact that you got this Divine Masculine is very interesting. It could just be talking about the actual energy of Divine Masculinity, which is essentially forward moving. There's a sense of conquest and active power in there. But it's also, electric. It's this juggernaut kind of energy that says, I will do this, right? And so I think that maybe potentially for some of you, it's very hard for you to get away. It's very hard for you to enjoy that countryland. It's very hard for you to take some time. Maybe there's responsibilities. There's, people that depend on you. And so you have to just kind of, cut your time short. You have to make sacrifices to be there for other people. You're being asked to prioritize yourself, even if you have to wage war against these other people, even if you have to fight for yourself, even if you have to fight for that time off, you have to kind of do it. It's important for you to travel. It's important for you to get out. It's important for you to see the beauty of life. It's important for you to just really tap into this energy for this week. All right, so that's the first message. It's kind of the theme for your week. Obviously, for those of you that are working and you just can't do this, that's understandable. But even in your work, it's like there's always something that you can do to try and have an energy of just, relaxation. All right, so we're going to go ahead and throw a card from the Illuminati Tarot deck. This is from Kim Huggins. Love this deck. It's actually my first deck that I ever bought. Beautiful artwork. So we're going to go ahead and use this deck. Let's see what this week is going to bring you, shall we? Yes, we shall. All right. Oof. Okay. Yep. So, group number 3. You are definitely going to need that time off. You've been working very hard. All right, you've been working. You've been getting things done. You've been potentially worrying. And so, okay, so let's take it card by card. You are bored. All right, there's a sense of boredom. You're kind of like this 4 of Cups. Potentially, you don't know why, but you're in a low mood. You're feeling down. Maybe you've convinced yourself that it's this whole thing that's going on, and the energies around you are bringing you down. But I think that really, you're right. You're 100% correct. But the fact that there's this cup up there that's trying to expose itself, but you're not seeing it, you're denying it, you don't want to essentially even entertain the fact that there might be something there. Well, that cup is essentially telling you need a little time off, right? You need to recuperate. You need to potentially get out. You need to step away from fear, and you need to get out. You need to take a little bit of a journey. You have to try and enjoy yourself, because your mind is reaching a breaking point. All right. Ten of Swords talks about a broken mind. It talks about exhaustion. It talks about reaching the end of your rope and essentially falling off. So you're kind of going here, right? You've been working yourself too hard. You've been stressing too much. You've been worrying too much. It's time to really let this go, because if you don't, you're going to end up like that Ten of Swords, your mind broken, and it's not going to help you in any way. The fact that you've got the Justice card reversed is also talking about your unbalanced life, right? Your life has a little bit of, it's like, I don't want to say that your entire existence is unbalanced, but at least right now, with this little period that you're going through, you are unbalanced, right? This Justice card reversed just doesn't look good, right? This Justice needs to be upright. Right? She needs to be upright. She needs to be able to essentially weigh the pros and cons of everything, make the right decisions, and enjoy life as much as possible. So the fact that it's reversed just tells me that you are going through a bit of a period of possible mental exhaustion, or you're going to get there if you keep going down this path. You have kind of lied to yourself about things. Maybe you've lied to yourself. You told yourself, I need to do this. You've told yourself lies that unfortunately are not going to help you in any way. Those lies are exemplified and illustrated in the moon, and this moon was reversed. The moon can be of help and service to us, since we are essentially in this illustration, we are the little crab, the little Crenshaw, right? And the little Crenshaw needs to take the path to the moon. The moon lights the way, and there's darkness, and there's chaos, and there's malevolence, right, that looms in that darkness, but you are guaranteed to be shown the way. The problem is that this card is reversed, so it's like, you are lying to yourself. You're not moving forward. You're not taking the steps necessary to reach a place of contentment, and so, it's like you are unbalanced right now in your life, and that's because you don't have enough fun, right? You don't have enough play. Potentially you've believed all the bad news. You're scared. You've just been listening to potentially too much bad news, I think, and I think it's got you in this shell, right, in this place where you really are you're somewhat fearful. And so, keep in mind with the Moon card, not only are these, illusions, but it's also talking about lies. So you've potentially believed lies, right? Lies that don't hold up to scrutiny. So, it's important for you to get out. It's important for you to not, listen to certain people that tell you certain things. Potentially, these lies are something that you've believed because you've listened from a news outlet or some kind of source that, keeps you from doing what you want to do. And keeps you just working and focus on your own projects. Maybe you've told yourself that you can't do that for some reason. But, this is the week to prioritize your mental health. This is the week where you have to do this, because if not, then you will reach a breaking point, right? So there's this energy of revival going on here with the Judgment card, right? So this is the Archangel Michael, who comes to his people, and his people are all very happy to see him, right? They're joyful. There's a revival going on. These people are essentially rising from the tomb. So it's important for you to understand that you are being asked to take on a new adventure, a new path, a new way forward, essentially for this week, so that you can reach a new destination, right? So the fact that you've got this Judgment card tells me that there is definitely an energy that's trying to be birthed from you, that's trying to come out of you. You're headed somewhere. You have a destiny, you have a purpose, but in order for you to get there, you have to prioritize this. You have to prioritize this time off, because your mental energy, your mental acuity is very important. That's the only thing that's going to help you and assist you on your path there, right? Your emotional state is also very important. Right now, your emotional state is not all that great. That Four of Cups was also reversed, right? So you're bored, you're feeling down, you're feeling a bit depressed. Emotionally, it's bad. It's really bad. Mentally, also, you've told yourself some lies. So again, the Justice card was reversed. So it's time to step out, all right? And it's time to take it serious, because you never take it serious. I think that for a lot of you, the reason why you've got this divine masculine energy here, electric, active power, like no more crap, Like, it's time to get it done. The reason why you got this is because a lot of you are probably watching this and you're like, that sounds nice, whatever. You know, you gotta take a little break, whatever. And so what this card is essentially telling you is, you have to do it. That's it. It's time. You've been putting this off. You have to take that time. You have to go out. You have to travel. You have to have a little bit of adventure. That's the only thing that's going to help your emotional state. It's the only thing that's going to help your mental state. And these are the only things that are going to help you reach your destination, your true destination, your true purpose. So you must do it. All right, so let's try and gain a little insight from the oracles. Let's see what the oracles have to tell us about this. Co-create. All right, so you've got an energy of co-creation here. Working with others creates new possibilities. Cooperative relationships lead to greater growth. Interesting. All right, so this can be talking about essentially partnering with someone. So if you've got responsibilities, and I felt like some of you were like brushing me off, like, yeah, right, like if I can do that. And the thing is that you really aren't accepting help from people that you should accept help from. So there's people that want to help you. There's people that have offered you to help you. There's people that have offered to cover. Maybe there's people that are offering you something, right? And you're like, that's not going to work out. Because you can't release control. You can't release control. And you have to be able to release some control, right? Again, the fact that you can't release control and you can't really prioritize yourself is a bit of a problem. It's definitely something that is going to keep you bound. Keep in mind, the moon reverse is talking about illusions, right? Illusions that you've built that are not real. Maybe you've heard a rumor, maybe you have a suspicion, and you convince yourself that that's the way it is, right? Because your intuition is on point. But the truth is that it's just an illusion, right? And it's based on fear, and it's based on your unwillingness to let go and just experience life and let things unfurl as they may. And so you are being tasked this week to co-create with someone, to build, to seek help with someone, to, assist someone, maybe pay someone to help provide a service, right? Cooperate. Relationships, cooperative relationships that lead to greater growth. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to go ahead and reveal one of the newer oracle decks. This one is very new. This came out like a week ago. No, not even a week, like 2 days ago. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle, and we're going to throw just one card. Let's see what we get here. Share. All right. So you've got an energy here of sharing, right? Give, care, save. Interesting, right? So again, there's this energy of just caring for yourself, right? Giving to yourself. Giving also to others, experiencing nature, and giving to the people around you. So potentially, maybe you can bring some of these people with you, right? People that care about you. Also, the fact that you've got that word there, save, tells me that you need some saving, right? You need some saving from whatever it is that is plaguing you. And so, yeah, you have to prioritize yourself for this week. All right, so let's go ahead and throw some more oracle cards. Trying to decide which. All right, let's do a Lover's Oracle. Yeah. Let's see what the Lover's Oracle has to offer us. All right. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Bam! Are you kidding me? Like, yeah, you have to build some memories. You have to stop working so hard. I mean, this reading is very just, boom, beautiful. So, yeah, if you got to take some time off, if you have to ask a co-worker to cover for you with this co-create, do it. If you have to just be sincere with a boss or a supervisor, like, hey, I need some time off. I really do. I mean, I'm going insane here, right? Just do it, right? Don't think that you can't do it, right? And keep in mind this beautiful message. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Such a powerful message for the week. I mean, that just got us over. I mean, you know, come on, so poetic, right? That's what we needed right there. All right, so let's go ahead and throw a Forest Fae card from the mini phase. I'm gonna throw just one. Mandarin Spirit, keep yourself rooted in the earth. Spring is coming. Dream deep. Interesting. All right, so spring is actually quite a bit away. So it's like, you know, this card is essentially telling you that you have to prepare for the future. You know, you have to prepare for what's coming. So you must essentially keep yourself grounded, rooted in the earth. I think that for a lot of you, there's a lot of changes that are going to take place, and I think you're going to see the culmination of that in the springtime. But, you know, it's important for you to take this necessary breather so that you can reach that final destination with clear mind and a good emotional state. All right? So very important. Let's see what your affirmation is for the week. We're going to throw a Moon Magic Oracle, and we are going to see what your affirmation is for this week. All right, so your affirmation is, I am connected to the earth and all life around me. Nice. Nice. I am connected to the earth and all life around me. So that is your positive affirmation for the week. A beautiful affirmation. And that brings us to the end of the reading. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to give the video a like. Subscribe for more. Thank you. I love you guys. Bye-bye.